Rub-a-dub-dub, what's in the tub? What's going on, my subscribers? Ace here, joined by a very special Vsinghb.
I'm not special.
Indeed, you are special.
My mama said I'm special.
No, we are here with a very, I wouldn't want to say special video, but a nice hype video right before the release of the Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. And we want to talk about some of the things that we hoped about and some of the things that we expect from the game, realistically, well, like on either end of the spectrum. So we just want to talk about, you know, things that we've seen, and obviously we're going to avoid spoilers, because I'm going to be playing the game, so I don't want any spoilers, obviously. But, you know, we want to talk about things that we hope to see and things that we expect to see, and just kind of build up the hype for you guys, as well as our own hype for the games coming out very, very soon.
I have to keep my mouth shut a lot because I'm on that hashtag free product grind. I've had the game.
Hashtag free product brain.
I'm kidding. I don't have the game. But yeah, spoiler free. I've avoided stuff. Ace has avoided stuff. So please don't spoil in the comments. That'd be appreciated.
Well, by the time this goes, actually, well, no, I won't.
No, because yeah,
it'll go up obviously before the
hype video. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, yeah. Either way. So, Vsing, what is the thing that you hope for most when thinking about Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon? What is the one thing, like if you had to pick
top of the list?
Yeah, top of the list, like the one thing, even if it's like a tie between like one or two things, like the main thing that you want from this game.
Lily's relevance to be significantly decreased.
Why is
and
that?
I'm not just saying that because I hate Lily, right? I felt Sun and Moon, it was the first Pokemon game I've ever played where I felt like the character we play as isn't the main character.
That's fair.
It felt like Lily's game, Lily's story, not ours, if you know what I mean. We were just kind of there.
That's fair.
Like,
it wasn't about the advancement of the character of Sun or Moon. It was about Lily's advancement, becoming a trainer.
She even had that scene where she like did her hair up and she's like, I'm ready. Like she went through the change, the metamorphosis.
When she went on the bridge, though, she did her little Z move dance.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. Like she was Lily the one dance. She was the one having all this development. Like Lucamine was her mother, Gladion was her brother. Like all of it was about her. She was Nebby's trainer. Like we were not special. We just so happened to be her friend. We were the +1.
Yeah.
Like, you understand?
Yeah, I understand that.
So I want our relevance to be the main thing in this game. That's what I want.
Okay.
So that's top of my list. What about you?
Top of my list. The main thing that I really enjoyed about, the first Sun and Moon, was the region being so new, and a lot of things being able to kind of shock me. And that's what I want from Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. Is I want something different. So obviously, Sun and Moon was like the orange leading aspect, but it was a new, refreshing taste, and I enjoyed it a lot. For a first playthrough, I really enjoyed the game, even though it was a little handholdy. I know that the replay value is a little bit less because of how handholdy it is, but I think that they can still take that newer aspect and the new features and all that stuff. I'd like to see, like, the thing I'm most excited about is a new experience. I want a fresh experience of a game.
So what you're hoping? Sorry, what you're hoping for is for them to simply not rehash Sun and Moon and add a little tiny bit to make it different. You want it to actually be... I want it actually to be, a fresh story. So we saw the advancement of Lily in the first story. We saw, you know, the shaping of the Alolan tides, of how, like, the interactions are going. I want this next story to completely, like, blow the rest of the story away. Like, I don't want this story to... Like, I don't want this story to basically repeat. Like, so, with Black and White, it was basically like, when you go into the second one, you're basically repeating the same story, just there's slight tidbit changes because it's obviously a time gap. I disagree. I felt Black 2, White 2 were completely different. Obviously, it felt similar because the region is the same, but you can't escape that. But I feel they did a well enough job to differentiate the two, because it wasn't like, hey, here's the story again, but the legend you're fighting is different. It wasn't like that. It was completely different.
I felt like it actually did feel like that, because a lot of the characters talk about, oh, this situation is very similar to this character back then. Blah, blah, blah. And I felt like that a lot.
That's inescapable though if you're dealing with the same characters that have the same.
That's exactly what that's what I'm trying to say is I don't want the same routine. I like how they broke the mold when going from like 6th gen to 7th gen.
So you don't want to see Lily, Gladion, even Vsing have similar roles?
I think I don't mind them having similar roles as long as it's not like fill in the slot, like take the character out and put a new character in type deal.
I don't know, like it's hard to expect like a game claiming to be different story but set in the same region with the same characters to be all that different.
I think that
these characters are established, their ideals are established, like things will feel similar.
Right, but I don't think that you have to put them in the same situation every single time to where they have to act the same similar way and they have to end up doing the same things in the end.
It's Pokemon though. It's gonna be like you get your starter.
Right.
You get introduced to your friends, your allies.
That's fine
people,
by me.
All that's gonna be the same.
But I would like the interactions to be different. I'd like some of the plot twists to be different. Like I would like to see some of the new characters like make a major role. So I don't want them to be like a little bit of a side tidbit like kind of lore. I would like them to just come in and do something.
Have they announced any new characters?
No, but I'd like to see some. Like I would like to see like the dragon guy from the Elite Four.
Oh yeah.
Like thing. I'd like to see like what his role is. I'd like to see what some of the random people that we met. That we
actually
don't, like...
quick shout out to the Nest. Myself and a bunch of our friends did a stream over on It's the Nest on Twitch. Go follow. Basically doing this, we did a live podcast discussing what we want to see, and Ace couldn't be there unfortunately because he had work. But one of my big points was that I wanted to see more character development for characters that we met in Sun and Moon, but they were just kind of there. Like the 3 examples I gave were Kahili, who was the world famous golfer who randomly turned up in the Elite Four.
Right, she's just like, hey. Like they talked about her at the grocery store and that's about it.
That dragon guy.
Yeah, he was in the Elite Four.
Yeah, he just showed up. And I can't remember who my other example was, but it's just certain characters felt incredibly underdeveloped. Oh, and I think her name is Mina.
Mina?
The fairy trial captain.
Oh yeah. Well, she's already confirmed like within like Pokemon's like videos that she's gonna have a bigger role.
Yeah,
she'll have her own gym and everything, or her own trial.
Yeah, those are 3 characters that I felt were like, if you're gonna set these characters up and introduce them, they have to have some, not even a big role, but like some backstory, something about them, because they literally just showed up and were like, hey, this is what we do, and it's like,
right.
Why should I care?
Also, I'd like to see a bigger role for who's the purple girl's uncle.
Oh, the Kahuna of Pony.
No,
I don't know his name.
The guy with the Alolan Persian.
That's the Kahuna of Pony.
He's not the Kahuna of Pony. It
yeah,
was no, it was the one.
Maybe not Pony, but the 3rd island.
Yeah.
I don't know what the 3rd island is called. I don't know the islands, okay? Leave me alone.
Like he was like infiltrating.
One of them's melee. Yeah, that's him.
Okay. Yeah, I'd like to see.
He was the Kahuna.
I'd like to see more development of him. Like he just seems. Like, I understand that he's a kind of laissez-faire, like kind of depressed character, but I'd like to see like. I don't know, I'd like to see more emotion from him, to be honest. Like more just like he's got to have a drive. Like he's not as good of a trainer as he is for no reason.
Yeah, but like I said, just in general, they did introduce a lot of characters, a lot of cool like designed characters.
Right.
They seemed interesting, but they didn't do much with them. And that guy is an example. The 3 I mentioned, even How.
Yeah,
like,
How just got shafted.
Yeah, he's just generic like
rival.
Yeah. Like, what's his deal? Other than being the Kahuna guy's grandson, I think, right?
I want you to know that there's like a picture of like How, like from like the first one, and they like did like intro pictures of him like in the next game, and he's so like angry and frowny and stuff like that. And people were like, bro, who hurt How? Who did this, man?
Oh, another guy that I felt they did dirty was Guzma.
Guzma, yeah. Like, his story is so, like, one-dimensional, and then he kind of is a side role once you go into the Ultra Wormhole. Like
part of my French, but they made him a bitch.
Yeah.
Like, he did Lucid Means work, and that was it. And he did, yes, he did get some slight character development post-game.
Post-game, yeah. Well, and, like, the thing is that they kind of made this, like, case for him being kind of, I want to say, mentally disturbed, where he's, like, screaming at, like, Guzma, you idiot, Guzma, like, you screwed up, blah, 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 yeah. type of thing where he's, like, he obviously has, like, some internal quarrel, but, like, it didn't branch anywhere. Like, he didn't have this,
it did a
like,
little bit, but that, like I said, that was the
post-game. But it's got, like, but especially with, like, post-game, but, like, it's still, like, he didn't branch off to where, like, he came into this major development. Like, characters to do that, so, like, let's see, from Diamond and Pearl, Cyrus, obviously, like, he goes from, like, leading this organization to, like, I want to control the entire world and tie down chain, like...
No. He didn't want to control it. He was straight up, like, I'm gonna destroy,
like, I'm gonna reset
universe.
It.
Yeah. My boy did not care.
And, like, and then, like, Giovanni's like, okay, like, I want to be rich to, like, I want to control the whole fucking world, my boy. Like, he came from being, like, a passionate gym leader to, like, I want to control it all. Money, 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 money.
But, like, even, Wiki, is that her name?
Wiki?
The thick Aether Foundation woman.
Oh, yeah.
Velma. Even with her less amount of screen time, got way more character development in Guzma.
Right.
Like, she started out just lackey team effort. You get to know she's actually a decent person. She's trying to help.
Right.
Like, she does go through, like, a minor story arc, and you're like, you know what? I like this character. She's interesting.
She thick.
You get to know her. She thick too. But this isn't a spoiler because Pokemon themselves tweeted out. They did tweet out about Guzma. He will play a major role. He's on our side apparently, so maybe we will get character development. You have to remember these games are set in an alternate, I don't want to say timeline or dimension, one or the other. It's basically alternate universe.
It's alternate to the story that we played in the first one.
It's not carried on from Sun and Moon.
Right.
It's completely fresh. So we don't know if he ever formed Team Skull or what. We know nothing at this point.
I don't think they'll change it that much. I think it's just going to be like... So, realistically, the first game, like, happened, right? Like, the first game happened, but, like, this is gonna be like a post thing of it, and it's not gonna cater, like, it's not gonna, like, probably factor in some of the end stuff, which a lot of the games from the first one to the second one don't factor in, like with Black and White 2.
This is different though. This is different. Black and White 2 were direct sequels.
Right, but
they had to follow one. This is not. This is nothing to do with Sun and Moon other than it's the same region. And basically Sun and Moon is happening parallel to Ultra Sun and Moon. They're completely fresh. Nothing that happens in Ultra Sun and Moon relate. Yeah, it's completely fresh.
They've confirmed that as well?
Yeah, it's alternate dimension.
Interesting.
Like, yes, there might be some crossover during the story.
Well, obviously, yeah, because, like, it's the same region. That's interesting.
Yeah, it's completely alternate timeline. You're not playing as the same character. You're not playing like 3 years down the line. You're the same character, but from an alternate timeline.
Interesting.
So yeah, that's the mindset you have to go in with. Like, forget everything that happened. This is fresh.
Right. I don't know if I like that. Like that.
Like, it's the first time they've done it.
Yeah. We'll see how it goes. It's a little weird. So it's basically like. The way it kind of
like
make me...
It compared to Ruby and Sapphire and Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire.
Right.
They're set... It's the same games, but they're set in alternate timelines.
Right, that makes sense. But, like, the thing that, like, this makes me feel like is that they are like, okay, with Ultra Sun, or with Sun and Moon, we were just kind of throwing something out there for you guys to enjoy. Now, with Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, this is actually what we wanted to do with the game, but we didn't quite have the time to finish it. And I don't know if I like that. Again,
we'll see. My hopes are up because, according to Game Freak, the team that are working on these games are the quote-unquote new staff. And the old staff that worked on XY, all the older games, are working on the Switch game.
Okay.
So we have a brand new outlook on how this game is being made. So some people are hopeful because the Sonic team did a similar thing. The old Sonic staff worked on Forces, Sonic Forces, but the new younger people that they hired worked on Mania. And if you ask the Sonic fan base, Mania was hot fire, and Forces is hot trash. Yeah. So
no, I've seen like people were like, they're like, hey, Forces. Oh, never mind.
But Mania was lit. Yeah. But that was the new staff, so people are hoping it's the same result for this. And not that we want the Switch to be trash, but we're hoping the new staff come through.
Yeah, it's just it's a different perspective. Like I said, like that's what I was saying. Like my biggest point is I want a fresh perspective on the Alolan region. Like I think they've already made a good capturing point with it, with like things like the Mantine rides, and like just like.
Well, this isn't just a fresh perspective on the region; it's a fresh perspective on the Pokemon franchise. Period. Because these people have never worked on a Pokemon game before.
That's fair.
So that's what's intriguing about it. But like, yeah, the inclusion of Mantine is good. One of my hopes was for there to be more stuff like that. Not a lot more.
No, just the couple small aspects, because obviously when people play the first game, they said that the region is small. It's a handful of islands.
It is. It's the smallest region.
But I think that including things like Mantine, maybe like interactive Charizard, like remember with sailing in Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire with the Lotties, where like you could sail around and kind of see this stuff that. Yeah. I feel like that made the region like kind of amazing to like kind of fly around, because like it felt so much bigger, because you not only have like the flat ground that you're walking around in the towns and like different stuff, or like even like surfing across, but like sailing into the air, that expands like the entire up and like the different places that you can go. Like you can land at certain areas and stuff like that.
You add verticality. Yeah. Like that's a huge.
Well, then
like that's literally 3 dimensions.
Then they also like made it so that you can fly over to the spots where you encounter the legendaries. Like that's that's such a big dimension that I felt like left out. And
the thing is, I wouldn't get your hopes up about the Mantine being free roam.
Right.
From what it seems, it's a mini game.
It's a mini game, right? But
so you're not gonna be like surfing along in a Mantine. You're gonna be like.
But the thing is that they gave. Like,
you're going from A to B.
Yeah, but they gave us Charizard rides. They gave us Tauros rides. They gave us Machamp rides. Like I want them to do.
The HMs.
Yeah, but I want them to do more. Like I want more interactivity with that. Like there's such a ceiling with that. I think that like there's so much you could do, like flying on a Charizard, or like riding on a Machamp, like in certain, like just, even if it's like only certain areas. Like I think there's such a big aspect that you can do with it. Obviously, it takes a huge amount of animation. It takes a huge amount of design, like to especially working out bugs and stuff like that. Because I'm sure that like one wrong step or like spinning too fast and doing like a certain animation could end up messing up like entire parts of the game. But
I would appreciate more ride Pokemon, more things you're able to do with them. Blah blah blah. That's a given though, like extra stuff. I know a big thing people were concerned about is outside of the main story and people doing stuff like catch 'em all runs and shiny hunting, there's not much to do in the region.
Right.
Like, cause like 3rd gen you had contests, 4th gen you had the Pokeathlon, 5th gen you had as much as people shit on it, Pokestar Studios, you had the PTR, the battle thing.
Yeah,
the World Tournament, the World Tournament. There's nothing in Sun and Moon like that you can pick up.
Well, they had the free for all.
Well, that's just a battle mode though. That's just that's not something. That's an online thing. That's not an in-game thing that you can do alone.
Yeah, no, but you can do it. But you can do it with other characters in the game.
Yeah, but like I said, it's just a battle. Like you can. That wasn't appealing to go back and do.
That's fair.
Like if they bring back something like contests or like that'd be great, because they have these plots of land throughout Sun and Moon that were never developed.
Right. There's just like trees blocking off like entire parts of the island and stuff like that.
Well, even in is it Hia City, the big city on the first island.
Right.
There's that huge square of just land with a Machamp standing in the middle, saying, "This will be something soon." Make that into like a contest hall or something like that.
Well, you remember in the first city, so you go up to the top. Remember when you're fighting the the Doug Trios and you have to go through that big like yellow field.
Yeah.
Up at the top there. Like there is so much area up there where you're like exploring the routes and finding the little different items.
That's what I'm saying. There is a lot of
yeah.
area in this game that was not developed, but that was with the intent of doing it in this game, obviously.
Right. I guess.
But, so I hope they use that efficiently and not just put random NPC buildings saying like, hey, I have a pet Spearow, come pet it. Like, you know, I want them to actually do things with it, and I hope they will.
I like petting a Spearow. Hello.
I know, but you'd be underwhelmed if that big ass land.
Just like, hey, the Spearow petting ground.
I think another thing I want is touches on your earlier point of I want the game to be different. They've announced the Ultra Recon Squad.
Right.
I want them to influence the story in a big way. I don't want it to be a case of you start the game, you do a little bit, they appear, excuse me, give you 2 lines of dialogue, then disappear again.
Just fuck off. Just roll out. We out of here.
Yeah. I want what we've been promised, and I want them to actually impact the story and change it.
Makes sense.
Not just appear and be like, oh hey, we've heard blah blah blah, keep on the lookout, and that's it, and they leave. I want them to actually do things and change things.
Right.
But we'll see.
Also,
never know.
One thing that I'd really like is if they took, so obviously in Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, they basically allowed us to see, or not Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, just Sun and Moon. They let us see Cynthia, Red, Blue, like former champions and characters that we really liked, and I'd like them to like in some way have them, even if it's like towards like the final scene or something like that, have them impact the end result of the game as well. Like I'd like them to see like come by and be like
former significant characters.
Yeah, former significant characters to be like, hey, like if we're facing like a big.
But do you really think we're gonna get like Alder, Cynthia, Red, Blue when we're already getting all the Giovanni, Cyrus, Maxi, all them?
So you think that one little kid can face off against like 7 to 8 criminal organizations?
We've done it before.
Yeah, but one at a time. And we also had our friends to back us up.
Well, we do have our friends. We have Lily. We have
we have Guzma.
Guzma. Well, thanks, Pokemon.
Thanks, dude.
But like, there's Sophocles. There's like all these island things.
You have
like...
Giovanni has a fucking Mewtwo. Okay, he has a Mewtwo. You know how godlike it would be if I'm just rolling up and I'm like, oh god, I'm gonna get legged by Mewtwo. Then Cynthia's like, Garchomp, go!
Kind of like in 5th gen, when you go to the Elite Four and you get to after the Elite Four and Team Plasma take over, then all the gym leaders.
Yeah, all the gym leaders are like, what's poppin'? Let's go.
Yeah. So like that, but obviously with
like
significant characters.
Yeah, I would just think that it would be helpful to like if the criminal organizations are like trying to like take you out like with their entire goon squad, and then like the like champions from like former things like Red's just like ... and then like Blue they're just like they like squat up behind you and they block out and it's like all right go battle the leaders and you're like all right.
So like Red, Blue, Lance.
Like
Wallace,
Cynthia,
Alder, Diantha.
What the fuck is her name? Iris.
Hell no.
She's a champion.
Hell no. I don't wanna acknowledge her. I'll take Diantha over her. But yeah, honestly, I would like that, obviously.
I would think that would be cool. Like, obviously, it's like kind of a side note type of thing, but like that's something I would like to like. I would freak out in the game. I'd be like, "Yo, the champion squad got the back. Let's go!"
Well, I honestly wouldn't be surprised if we got not that exactly, but something similar, because these have been announced to be the last Pokemon games coming to the 3DS. /handhelds period, because the Switch is a thing now, which is technically handheld too.
Yes.
So the reason they've put Giovanni, etc., all in the game, the reason all the legends are in the game, is to give Pokemon one big last hurrah and a send-off on the handheld.
That's what I'm saying.
So I No objections.
Give me the squad.
Yeah, there's no reason they can't do that.
I'm feeling it, bro. Give me the squad.
And they already have the 3D model for Cynthia in red and blue. They just need to make some for, I don't know, Steven they already have as well. They literally have everyone available to them except maybe Alder.
Yo, could you imagine, like, if not only if they did their character models, but like they did like their like token Pokemon, like, so like Cynthia with like a Garchomp like model next to her, like Steven with a freaking Mega Metagross, just like bro, that would be crazy. I don't expect anything like that, but you know.
That actually segues onto my next thing that I want. Make Megas relevant again.
Oh, please do. Like, can we get a couple more Megas, or like at least like?
Oh no, I'll be straight up. I'm not expecting new Megas. I think that idea is dead in the water when we didn't get any last year.
I would like at least 5, like
no,
just 5 total.
You said be realistic. That's not realistic anymore. I'm sorry.
That's fair. I mean, like it's
all I want. I'm not asking for new ones. I'm just saying, make it relevant. Yeah. Make it part of the story. Because last game, all that happened was post game. Those Cinna and Dex, I think their name, Dexio, came up to you and were like, "Oh, by the way, here's a Megastone.
Okay.
Go have fun." I was like, "Oh, cool.
I guess.
Where do I get Megastones? Oh, you have to do the battle tree. Cool." It's like, what's the point? Like, make them part of the story. I know you're pushing Z moves. That's fine. Do what you gotta do. Some of us hate it. Like, we won't use it.
I don't even mind if
make Megas relevant.
I don't even mind if they did like so, to where like the big starter ones, like the Megastones for the starters, like Bulbasaur and stuff like that, are in the battle tree that you have to go get. But I think at least for like some of like the handful of ones, I'd like kind of littered around the region, similar to like X and Y, where you're like, oh, I found Garchomp.
Yeah. I don't know if you know this or not actually, but in a Japanese trailer, Giovanni's Mewtwo does Mega Evolve.
Oh, does it really?
Yeah. So Megas are a part of the game. Obviously, they're not going to take them out.
Right.
But
that's kind of crazy.
A relevant character,
Mega Mewtwo's actually busted.
A very significant character, Giovanni, leader of Team Rainbow Rocket, or well, we're assuming leader.
Right.
Has a Mega on his team. So I hope they make that a big thing. Like, you are given a Megastone at some point for a reason, not just, hey, by the way, this is the thing. For a reason, you're given a Megastone, and you're able to, like you said, find them throughout the region, find the Mons that are able to Mega Evolve, because I don't want to be given a Lopunny Knight, and there's no Baniris anywhere. Like, what's the point? Like, but I just want Megas to be relevant. I don't care about Z moves. I'll be honest. Whenever they announce a Z move, I'm like, I don't care.
Yeah, I like some of the Z moves. I think they're cool. Like, so,
no, I think the animations are cool. I just don't like the idea.
The last Z move that I kind of was big for me was the clanging scales one, where it boosts stats and hits both. I was like, bro, that's kind of crazy.
They need to stop trying to make Komodo relevant. They did such a bad job the first time. There's no repairing.
They're like clanging scales, and then they're like, okay, we'll give you actual moves.
Like, you can give them the Z move all you want. You can give them, you can give them close combat. You can give them focus blast. You can give them all you want. It will not make him move. I'm sorry.
His stats are already cheeks. He's too slow.
Well, they're not cheeks. They're just weirdly spread out.
Oh no, that boy is way too slow for him to be relevant as a.
He's got the same stats as the other pseudos, so his stats are not cheap.
I don't know, man. His speed and his attack aren't
That's what I'm saying. They're just oddly displaced.
I don't know, man. His speed and his attack are not fitting for what he should be.
Anyway, we're going on a tangent. But yeah, I want Megas to be relevant.
Okay.
And I want another thing is more variety of Pokemon. But when I did the podcast over on It's the Nest, I think Kendra pointed out that's actually confirmed, which I probably missed at some point.
I probably missed that as well because I didn't hear anything about that. That's actually what I was going to ask for my next point was, how do you feel about them including every Pokemon in this next game? So
there aren't?
No. How would you feel? Would you want them to have every Pokemon from every region included on Alola, or would you not want that?
I would like them available in some form or another.
Right.
So I don't want them all to be just in the grass.
Right.
So, but that's why I like the idea that some of them are only available for the island scan thing. Like, that's fine.
Or the
that still makes them
ultra
available
wormholes
in this
as
game.
well.
Ultra wormhole.
I think the ultra wormhole is a huge thing where you can be like, oh, you can only get, you know, like certain like random Charizard.
Kangaskhan is only available. Yeah.
Yeah.
Since it's the last 3DS game, I do expect every Pokemon to be available.
I would hope so.
But I don't want them all to be on.
Like easy to find. Like you're walking through the grass and you're like,
Yeah.
yo, I found a Muck, a Grimer, a fucking like coughing, wheezing.
Maybe coughing and Grimer, like that's standard.
Well, I mean, I don't know. Like okay, and then like
against finding that. I mean like rarer stuff.
Oh yeah, like Lottie.
Like, well, no, I don't mean legends. I mean like, I don't know. I'll go obscure. Stantler, right?
Yo,
that's not a standard mod you see in the grass every route. So I wouldn't mind if they made Stantler exclusive to like a certain Ultra Space or whatever.
Right.
But I would like him available somewhere. I want it, and that's something I enjoyed about Sun and Moon the first time, is that if you wanted to complete the decks, you actually did have to put in work.
Right. It was tough.
Yeah, because like I think Dratini had like a 1%
yeah
rate. Like
Delmise as well.
Oh yeah, Delmise was ridiculous. So was
it was
Marini.
the one bubble. Oh yeah, the Marini was so good.
Yeah, but I like that though. I want
I like
catching someone to be challenging.
You're just like sitting for one day.
I do, like I said, I want more variety just available to me. Because like when you go on Route 1, it's like, oh, I can only get Pikachu, the bug thing, and Trump, right?
Yeah,
that's 3.
Trump.
I want a little bit more variety, not a lot, but a little bit. Like throw in Sentrets and stuff, whatever you gotta do.
Put those Ladybuzz, fucking Stantlers, Noctowls.
I think Ladybug wasn't.
Ladybug was available thing, but like, but make sure to throw those things in there. Let me think, like throw in those Peonies, Jigglypuffs,
Poochyena, like stuff like that. Like a little bit more variety, spice of life. Right?
Maractus every once in a while.
Anything else you're hoping for?
Trying to think. So,
I have one.
Okay, good.
The camera function.
Okay.
Let me use it wherever, whenever I want.
Yeah, like don't force me to like walk up to the thing and be like, oh, this area.
Yeah, like if you give me a camera, I should be able to use it anywhere as a camera. Like when you're encountering Ultra Beast, like I should be able to be like, selfie Ultra Beast, like that'd be cool.
Hey, thumbnail goals. Yeah, I think that's the thumbnail goals. Yeah.
But like, yeah, that's just a little thing. It would make the game more enjoyable for me. I didn't like the whole, there's a specific, like literally one pixel where I can take a picture from.
Right, makes sense.
That was BS. But anyway, that's just a small thing I'd like to see updated. Oh, and I did like, what's his name? Grimsley from 5th Gen?
Yeah.
Like he's not exactly a significant character, but he's important enough where you were like, oh shit, he's here. Like,
yeah.
I want little characters like that making random things. Because what's the plasma guy called? Chorus did that.
Right. Yeah, and like the one little area where he's like, oh, let me look at this, and this. Ooh, Team Aether. Ooh. Where it's like,
I want to see if they go anywhere with him.
Right.
Because they kind of hinted at stuff with him. I want to see if he comes back.
I hope so.
Because they have Gets's. What's stopping Chorus being there as well?
You'll freeze all of Alola?
Exactly.
Something like that.
That's some of my things. I like Grimsley and Chorus showing up. Maybe get what's the steel type? Gen 2 Janice? Jasmine was randomly chilling in Gen 4. Like, hi. Like, I like that stuff. Yeah, I want more of that.
How you do? Like you're walking through a random alleyway and you're just like, hey, hey, how you doing, Koga? What's up?
Yeah, like why not?
I think they probably I think they should do that. So like I was like kind of looking over at my side here and like I'm looking over the thing and I'm like, oh wait, there's 1st gen stuff. Oh wait, let me think. Like you're saying like, oh what about
but the thing is they have opportunity to do this through the Ultra Space wormhole things.
Yeah.
And a reason I say that is in one of the trailers. I don't know if we actually noticed it in a video, but I did see on Twitter later. There's a screenshot of your player in what looks like Surge's gym.
Oh, the trash cans.
It had all the trash cans. So there is this theory going around that maybe we do go travel, not to Kanto itself, but specifically that gym.
Yeah. Just like walking through an ultra wormhole, we're just like, hey, what the hell?
And you turn up in Surge's gym. Or
yo, you just come, you just come out of a trash can. What's up?
Yeah.
There is nothing but trash here.
Like, why not? Like, why not? Like, that sounds fun. Like, do that. Like, I'm not saying do it for every gym.
Yeah, but like just like a mini
like
game or something like that, right?
Not a mini game, but.
Well, I like a mini like kind of divergent route where you're just like, what the? Where did I end up?
Yeah, I think that'd be cool, and I'm hyped, and I hope that trash can room isn't just like remember in Sun and Moon that it was the tribute to Nugget Bridge, but it wasn't actually Nugget
it was
Bridge.
just like,
so I hope this isn't a place that's a tribute to that gym, and I hope it actually is that gym.
I feel like it's probably going to be more of a tribute because like I don't think they want to repeat themselves, but like
it wouldn't be like you're actually doing the gym challenge. It would just be, oh hey, here's Surge. Maybe he gives us
Thunderbolt.
I did not call on you, hey Siri. Maybe he gives us like the Alolan Raichium Z.
Oh, true. Yeah, that's a decent idea.
Like, why not, right? He's a Raichu trainer. Makes sense.
Yeah, it makes sense.
I'm spitballing.
All right. Okay. Well, let's this video's been a little bit long, but either way, let's kind of wrap it up. So, kind of wrap up your ideas. So, what overall, what are you hyped for? What would you like to see?
Less Lily, more about the main character. We never touched upon the Ultra Beast at all. I'm hyped for the new Ultra Beast, except the brick wall thing. Don't see the point.
You don't like it?
Pennywise is my boy, and the little glue stick purple thing is my boy.
The glue stick purple thing.
He's called a decent. But I'm hyped for the Ultra Beast. I want them to have more Ultra Beasts, but I'm not expecting it because they would announce stuff like that.
Right.
But I'm hopeful.
They just saved a little tidbit for us.
Yeah. Like even if it's one, that's still good. Last Lily, more Ultra Beasts, make the game about us. More nostalgia stuff because I like that.
Right.
I'm 27 years old. I've been playing this game for 21 years of my life. That the game was not sold on me until I saw Giovanni.
Right.
And Ace will back that up.
Yeah, no, we were hyped. Like generally, we're like, okay, put a new Pokemon game. This is good. Like we enjoy new Pokemon. We do enjoy new experience. And then we saw Giovanni, and we're like, bro.
Yeah. When we did the stream, that was also the general consensus. Everyone was like, I wasn't sold on it. Then they showed Giovanni.
Yeah. Then they showed
the other big. Well, the Mewtwo was kind of second. Like Giovanni sold it immediately.
Yeah.
But then the Mewtwo made it a little bit more. The other thing is, I don't want Ultra Recon Squad / Rainbow Rocket to be post game. I want it to be stuff that actually.
Oh, if it's actually post game, I'm
gonna
be pissed. I'm gonna be pissed if it's.
I want it to change, impact, influence the actual main story. Don't make it post game only.
Yeah.
Please, make the story different. And I want more of the stuff like Mantan. That's a little thing.
Okay. So, I want a new experience. So obviously, like VJ said, it's going to be a kind of alteration universe on where you're playing from the original game. But I don't want it to be too similar. I don't want to play Sun and Moon. I want to play Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. I want to play a different game with a different experience, whether that be that the Ultra Recon Squad or Team Rainbow Rocket take a big role in there and make that influence, or the nostalgia is just creates a completely new experience where, like you said, we're traveling through an ultra wormhole into Surge's fucking trash can gym and just rolling out or doing something different. I want to see a way for them to basically say, hey, this is a hoorah, have all the Pokemon, have the Megas, have this new stuff that we conveniently left out to surprise you all, or that we hope you're excited for. And I don't know, and then I want to be able to really just when I play this game, I want to say wow, like I did when I played Sun and Moon. When I played Sun and Moon, I was like, wow, they put a lot of effort into this game. Obviously there's things not finished, and they've already announced that, hey, we're gonna have another game. But I don't know, I want the hype that they built up from the first game into the second game to really just be wow, this sequel made sense. Like everything about it was just worth it and amazing. And that's what I want from the game.
You want too much.
I do want too much, but I'm always hopeful. Like
it's not a bad thing.
Yeah, but Pokemon's one of the things that I've always loved ever since I first picked up Yellow version when I was like 8 years old.
Look at that, man! Not a true Gen 1er started with Yellow.
I did start with Yellow, because well, it didn't come out till like 2 years later in the U.S. So.
Bro, I started Red. I'm a true nigga.
Yeah, but you guys got the game before us.
Barely.
You got it 2 years before.
Anyway.
Us. All right, but either way, we're gonna wrap it up here. So thank you guys for watching. Thank you so much for listening to us rambling about random nostalgia and all that good stuff. But yeah, if you guys want to kind of leave your points there at the end, anything that you guys want to see, anything that we didn't touch on, make sure to drop it down in the comment section below, and just tell us anything that you're hyped for the game, and just type in Sun and Moon hype or Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon hype. If you're hyped, we'll see you guys when we're playing the games. Bye bye.
Bye.